everybody. I'm hoping. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we have color. I wanted to go ahead and film this while I was sitting at my desk because that seems to save me with unboxing type videos from having to juggle the camera and my hands. So for these types of videos, I think I'm just going to film here. So that'll be easier than trying to film it and then upload it for the sake of easiness. So one thing that had been requested, so I was trying to do what, and I don't know why it took me this long to do it. People wanted me to do like an unboxing of our spinning fiber subscriptions. Hey, Nikki. And I got one done for the My Local Wool box, and I swear I think I recorded part of one for some of our other ones, and I don't know. I was trying to make it too complicated or something, and so I'm just going to do it now. Just going to do it live. I had all the components. I was like, let's just do it now. So, long story short, we have a few different spinning fiber and yarn subscriptions. The one I'm talking about today is called the Fiber Artist Design Bundle, and it comes with a piece of paper that tells you what is inside each one as far as what the content is, and each one will have a spinning fiber braid, which will most likely, unless something crazy happens, most likely be the spinning fiber braid that is also our spinning fiber braid of the month, with the idea being that if you just want the braid, get the spinning fiber braid of the month subscription. It's a bit cheaper and it's just a braid, and some people just aren't into bats. So normally that's the same braid unless we somehow, those do fluctuate in numbers from month to month. So if we have some month where we had like a whole bunch of people sign up for that one, we might make some special ones for the Fiber Artist Bundle, but they will be similar and or equally / more fabulous. But that's generally the idea. So you wouldn't need to sign up for both. You would just have one. You hear Violet in the other room. So that's this. And then it also comes with 2 spinning fiber bats, the natural bat and the what we call kind of the mini luxe bat, and that's what you see here. And you can see even the mini one about the size of my head. I got a big head. So that's what the sheet of paper is about. So this tells you that this braid is the Superfine Merino, our February mixtapes braid. So this is the Superfine Merino. All of our fiber is sourced from USA small mills and farms, our usual suppliers, because that's our thing. So that is where, and they do vary from month to month with all of them. So this one is merino, but it could also be Rambouillet, it could be Tarhi. We've done Corridel a few times. So, we try to mix it up. But this one, it tells you what the color is and what the fiber content is. And then they also have the natural bat, and I blended these, and I'm still going to read it to you so I don't tell you wrong. It's a natural white merino, a natural black alpaca, white mulberry silk, and a tad of dyed merino. For the most part, the natural bat is going to be like this. It's going to be very natural, not bright colors, that sort of thing. Every once in a while, just because we like design, we will, you can't even hardly see it. Every once in a while, there will be a little bit of, you really can't even see it, a little bit of the brown or blue, colored something mixed in. They also, you can see the mulberry silk here. This one, I don't know. Our bats all vary. Heidi, and we have a new fiber artist coming on board, and myself, and we all mix it up. So the bats, any of our bats, will range from more chunky art type bat to very smooth, very like blended a million times type of bat. We really try to mix it up from month to month. And also, sometimes you just kind of got to let the fiber speak to you on what it wants to be. So like you can see the luxe bat, and this is, already forgotten, Rambouillet, faux cashmere, dyed mulberry silk, fire star, and a little bit of Romney. So this one, is Still, I like to leave some color sections. I know some people are really not into having any sort of color sections. I really like color sections. So that's why, like I said, we do have Heidi has historically here lately because she does such a fantastic job been doing all of the bats, but sometimes I do them, and we do have Corey is going to start helping us just to keep up. We all kind of have different styles, and so that also keeps it kind of interesting from month to month. Um, so yeah, I like color sections. Some of them, I know Heidi does a great job of. She's done some really chunky art bat ones, and then she'll also do some really super, like, I'm like, man, you blended that a whole bunch of times. And so she'll also do some really smooth ones. So you'll get a good variety um from each month. But what I was trying to say before I chased that squirrel down was, for the most part, the natural bat is going to be very just natural wool colors, or like I said, there's alpaca in here, natural fiber colors. So not a lot of colors. So this is more of a study in texture. And also we kind of wanted you to try different we had this subscription before we ended up being the owners of My Local Wool. So this was kind of the My Local Wool box before the My Local Wool box was a thing. So the idea with the natural bats was we wanted to kind of, especially for newer spinners, showcase some natural fibers that you might not, necessarily just run across at your local yarn store. Or if you don't even have a local yarn store, you might not run across them at all. So we were really wanting to showcase some different fibers on there. And so that's kind of what the natural bat is about, both in the Fiber Artist bundle as well as the just natural bat subscription, which is the standalone of that. And then the luxe bat could also be called the colorful bat. It will have, you can see this one's got some sparkle in it. These will have some Firestar or Angelica, that sort of thing, because I like sparkle. But as you see, I mean, not like, great gobs of it, but it's mixed in there. So this one, the colorful bat, will have a little bit of sparkle most of the time, but not all the time. It's going to be small U.S. business sourced fibers. The dyed fiber, we don't, that I can recall here anytime in the recent time, we dye all of our fiber. So any of the colors you see in any of our bats started out as natural fiber that we then, because we're lucky enough to have a bunch of great dye artists on hand, the staff dyes them. Heidi actually is very opinionated. She's our color picker because my brain can't keep up. So usually Heidi just tells everybody, like, hey, seasonally, like, these are the colors I want. And so then, like, our dye team dyes her a bunch of supplies, and the rest of us just kind of follow her lead. And so the colors are all pretty much hand dyed. Like, even on the silk was hand dyed. And then they are blended, combined and blended. And that's how you end up with these. So that is the Fiber Artist Design Bundle. Is we wanted to give you a smorgasbord of all the things. So you get something colorful and luxy. You get something natural and fluffy that could be smooth or could be textured. And you also get the tried and true braid, which everybody loves. And of course, the piece of paper. So that all comes wrapped up in tissue paper together in a poly mailer, and those go out monthly. So that is my unboxing of the Fiber Artist Design Bundle. And like I said, the thought with that was actually, I totally forgot about this until right now. This bundle came about when Heidi started spinning. And so Heidi started spinning, and she wanted some fiber, and she wanted a bunch of different types of fiber to learn on and have fun with. And at the time, I think we just had the braid club. This was years ago. And so I started making for Heidi every month, like as a fun surprise. I don't even think Heidi was working for me or with me at this point in time. So just as a friend, I started making her this bundle, and we would ship it out to her every month. And, y'all kind of know the rest is history on that. But basically, we found that new spinners, and I mean, I started out when I was a new spinner also ordering a monthly fiber bundle situation, which shall remain nameless. It was perfectly nice. I ended up canceling it because I just kind of felt like, one, it had stuff in it that I didn't necessarily want. Two, I mean, as a new spinner, I personally felt like anything I got that I could spin, like you could have sent me a bag full of cotton balls and I would have been really excited to try to spin them horribly. But I just pretty much felt like anything was fun. But then the more I got into where supplies came from and wanting to source things from people I knew and farmers I knew, and I just kind of felt that there was a more fun way you could do that. So then when I kind of inadvertently ended up creating this one for my friend, and I knew her values are so right there with mine on what she wanted, like having just like a little handful of like mass produced blends that, I mean, yeah, of course they were all like fabulous and soft and, in roving. So, I mean, there's a time and a place for that, but it wasn't, I just felt like we could do something cooler. And Heidi and I are both very like, maybe not the most normal path, but the more we would rather do what we really want than necessarily what's easy. So the reason we called it the Fiber Artist Design Bundle and was that we wanted people, especially new spinners or people that are new to, they'd only been spinning like one type of thing. Like we wanted to give you the braid because whether I'm teaching on a drop spindle or a wheel, I typically start with teaching with braids or some sort of roving. It gives you the color changes for a new spinner, so you feel like you made something fancy, which you did, of course. But it gives you can, depending on how you strip out the braids, you could do it a lot of different ways. So we definitely wanted to make sure there was a braid in there just for ease and something people could easily get into. But the idea with it being the Fiber Artist Design Bundle is we wanted you to play with it every month. So you don't have to spin it all together, but we wanted that if you really just wanted to go crazy, that you could maybe spin the braid and then spin this really fine, and then you could two-ply the two together, or, you could spin this thicker and spin this thinner and then two-ply those together, and like that could be really fun. Like we wanted to give you enough different options that you had enough different things you could try, and also enough different things that you could get opinions on them yeah, there you go. You can see all the stripes of, trying silk and trying alpaca and trying a merino, but this is a natural, like just straight from the farmer merino, not like versus a roving style merino. So we just really wanted to give people the opportunity to try new things, and everything is hand blended. Like I said, it's quite the operation getting this out every month, but it's something we really enjoy. So anyhow, I think that's it. That's how it got its name. That was the idea behind it. And like I said, this is, of course, depending on when you watch this video, this is just 1 month. So, next month will be totally different. And the month after that will be totally different. And it just keeps going. So we really do try to mix it up, both with smooth versus textured bats. And also with our braids, we try to mix it up between, I would call this like a marbled braid, which I really like, which is where the colors are all kind of mixed together and they make for a really fun, unusual spin. And then what I call a color blocked braid, which is, like pink, blue, white. And the reason we do that is just there's lots of different types of spinners. If you hang out in our Facebook group, everybody has lots of opinions about those things. So some people really, really like fractals are their jam. They want to separate out all the colors and spin all the colors in a certain order. And Brianna of Lovingly Grown Fiber Arts is a amazing blogger and spinner. And she actually has a hashtag on the Instagrams, and she uses our braids. So shout out Brianna for, I believe it's hashtag plan your spin. And she is a technical spinner on a level that I have not achieved. So if you are somebody that really wants to like sit down, and that's why I love what she does, look at a braid and be like, hey, how am I going to make this turn into the yarn in my mind? It's so cool. So I love watching her do that. And then that's what the color blocked braids are for. Whereas these, the more marbled ones, I mean, personally for me, I like to just pull these in like long strips and then just spin them and then two ply them. And that's my favorite part, is when you two ply them and you see where all the colors come together. And I have never been unhappy. So that's how I do it. Anyhow, that's what's up. Hope everybody enjoyed that, and I will. It is fun. Thanks, Jess. And yeah, so that's what's on my desk today, and I will try to continue to make it through each month as we get different examples of different subscriptions here. I will I'll make some more of these. So anyhow, if you liked this whole unboxing situation, let me know. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Got to figure out where the end button is on. There we go. I found it.